They're getting serious in the AFC West. The Denver Broncos traded for Russell Wilson yesterday, and the Los Angeles Chargers traded for Khalil Mack today. The division has been competitive throughout its history, but I'm not sure it's ever been as competitive as it's going to be in 2021. The Kansas City Chiefs and Denver Broncos have been battling for AFC West supremacy for at least the last 10 years, and the Las Vegas Raiders and Chargers are desperate to win in their new cities to build their fan bases. That's Derek Carr, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, and Russell Wilson in the division at quarterback. Then at edge rusher, Yannick Ngakoue and Max Crosby became the best duo in the NFL last year. This year, they're not the best in their division. Mack is joining Joey Bosa to take away that distinction. Oh, and I'm hearing Von Miller wants to go back to Denver to team up with Bradley Chubb again. So what can the Raiders do for an answer to that? Well, they've restructured the contracts of left tackle Colton Miller and running back Kenyon Drake to make room for any moves they would want to make. Since the Raiders are good on the edges, a corner is necessary. And of course, there's an offensive line situation that has to get straightened out before playing all these edge rushers. So do the Raiders coach 2021 first-round pick Alex Leatherwood up, bring in a veteran, or double down on offensive tackle in the draft? This isn't going to sound good to many, but they might have to get Trent Brown now. He's worked well with the offensive staff the Raiders now have while in New England. He's also given Mack that work. For those of you that think he's just a lazy guy, I think it's more related to who was coaching him. Here's what he had to say about going back to the Patriots.
They weren't trying to make me be somebody I'm not on a day-to-day basis.
Like a zone blocking guy in Tom Cable's scheme?
And put my best foot forward. And that was really it. And then the kind of guys, there are no egos in the locker room, like I always say last time, but it's the kind of guys that are in the locker room as well as the coaching staff. I mean, like, you have no choice but to be a better man.
Well, that coaching staff's in Las Vegas now. On the field, this is the guy the Raiders have to face twice a year, and Brown has no problems with him. He doesn't have problems with Mack in the running game or the passing game. Mack loves to line up on the offensive right side, but Brown often makes him line up on the other side where Colton Miller is waiting for him. When the Raiders had Miller and Brown back in 2019, Mack didn't do jack. And I don't remember Joey Bosa, who was with the Chargers at the time, giving him any problems either, run or pass. One thing both of the Bosa brothers have a problem with is arm length. And Brown has 36-inch long vines for arms. Oh, and Bosa doesn't do much with Miller either. Now let's talk about the lazy myth. I understand he showed up out of shape and overweight when he was with Gruden, Cable, and the Raiders. But this is the type of stuff he does in the offseason when he's motivated. Yes, that's Trent Brown, and yes, he's pushing that big truck while in neutral. I don't think lazy people do stuff like that. They can find better stuff to do for themselves, like play Madden. And now he's showing some leadership, pushing then teammate Jermaine Illuminor, who has since become a Raider but going to be a free agent soon. Whether it be for depth or as a starter, I think the new regime's going to sign Illuminor. And if they sign Brown, they get this version like they got in New England. Another Patriot that can help is corner J.C. Jackson, the best corner in the game. Just put him on the other team's best receiver and he's canceled for the game. Jackson is at his best in press man, but he can do zone, he can do off man, or he can just mirror you. He finds the football too. What I really like about him is on deep balls, he doesn't panic. He still gets his head around and looks for the ball. That's why he gets so many interceptions. That in his great hands. You simply cannot make mistakes when he's in the secondary, because he's going to catch it and he knows what to do with it. He also forces fumbles, so he's a turnover machine. The Raiders already have their GM and a lot of their coaching staff, so they might as well take players too. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.